Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're looking at something that might sound a little less technical,
hmm
but trust me, it's really important for anyone who wants to make a real impact in cloud computing.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about problem-solving skills.
Right.
You know those abilities that take you from just knowing the tech to truly owning the cloud environment,
Right.
being able to handle anything that comes your way.
Yeah. And you might be surprised to learn just how much time professionals spend on this stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the latest Stack Overflow report shows developers are spending like 25% of their time on debugging and problem solving.
Wow, 25%.
A quarter of their day.
That's huge. So clearly this stuff is super important.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we've got this amazing article from Cloud Institute that breaks down these essential problem-solving skills that you need to thrive in the cloud computing world.
It really highlights how,
Yeah.
while technical skills are definitely the foundation, it's problem solving that really unlocks your potential.
So it's like having a powerful engine, but without the right steering wheel, you're not going to get very far.
That's a great analogy.
Right.
Yeah, you need both the horsepower and the control to really succeed.
All right. Let's dive into some of these skills.
Let's do it.
First up, we have critical thinking.
Okay.
I think a lot of people will hear that and think, well, duh, I think critically all the time.
Right.
But this article is pointing to something a little bit more specific.
Definitely.
Right.
It's not just about thinking hard. It's about analyzing situations objectively,
Yeah,
basing your decisions on data and not assumptions.
I see.
So imagine you're facing a sudden performance drop in your application.
Okay.
Instead of jumping to conclusions, you need to systematically examine the data,
Right.
look for patterns, and consider all possible factors
Yeah.
before you decide on a solution.
So like a detective gathering clues before accusing the butler.
Exactly. You need to eliminate those biases.
Make sure your decisions are grounded in evidence.
All right, next we have analytical skills.
Okay.
This one feels particularly relevant to the cloud world
Yeah.
with all the data and complex systems that are involved.
It is.
How do strong analytical skills translate into success here?
Well, it's all about breaking down those complex problems
Yeah.
into smaller, more manageable pieces.
Okay.
Think about those intricate resource allocation puzzles
Yeah, I see.
or those head-scratching network configuration issues you encounter.
Oh, yeah.
Analytical skills help you break those down,
Mm-hmm.
identify patterns,
Yeah.
trace the problem back to its root cause,
Okay.
like solving a jigsaw puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
where each piece of data helps you form a clearer picture of what's going on.
So rather than just addressing the symptoms, you're really digging deeper to find the real culprit.
Precisely.
And once you've identified the root cause,
Yeah,
finding the solution becomes a lot more straightforward.
way more straightforward.
All right, now this next one might seem a little unexpected. Okay.
But the article stresses the importance of creative thinking in cloud computing.
It's true.
Why is that?
Well, because cloud computing is constantly evolving.
Right.
It's not just about following set procedures.
Right.
It's about finding new and innovative ways to solve problems,
I see.
improve efficiency, and enhance security.
So thinking outside the box,
Yeah.
coming up with those aha moments that can lead to breakthroughs.
Exactly. Think about automating complex processes in a way that no one has thought of before.
Okay.
Or devising a new security measure that can thwart some specific type of threat.
Wow.
That's where creative thinking really shines.
Of course, we can't forget the foundation on which all this is built.
Right.
Technical skills.
Yes.
I imagine this is where a lot of people starting their cloud journey
Yeah.
focus their energy.
Absolutely.
Right.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
Technical skills are the essential building blocks. You need a solid understanding of cloud platforms,
Yeah.
services, architectures, all the intricacies that make these things tick.
Okay.
And think of it as the language you need to speak to communicate effectively with this cloud environment.
And I'm guessing that language comes with a whole dictionary of acronyms.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
But mastering those technical skills
Yeah.
is what allows you to really leverage the power of the cloud and build those amazing solutions.
Now, while we often imagine cloud experts working solo in front of their screens,
Right.
the article emphasizes the importance of collaboration and communication.
It's true.
Why are those skills so crucial in this field?
Because cloud projects are rarely solo endeavors.
Yeah.
They involve teams of people with diverse skill sets
Yeah.
working together to achieve some common goal. So being able to clearly articulate your ideas, understand different perspectives,
Right.
and work collaboratively towards a solution.
Yeah.
It's essential.
So it's not just about being a technical whiz.
It's not.
It's about being a team player who can communicate effectively
Yeah.
and navigate those sometimes complex group dynamics.
Absolutely.
Right.
Think about troubleshooting some complex issue. You might have developers, network engineers, security specialists,
Okay.
even business stakeholders all involved.
Right.
Clear communication and active listening are crucial to ensure that everyone's on the same page
Yeah.
and working towards the same goal.
It's like conducting an orchestra.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be in sync to create a harmonious outcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of adapting to different tempos and melodies, the next skill on the list is adaptability.
I'm guessing this is particularly relevant in the ever-changing landscape of cloud computing,
Yes.
where new technologies and services are constantly emerging.
Absolutely.
Right.
Being adaptable means being open to new ideas, willing to learn new skills, comfortable pivoting when things don't go as planned.
Okay.
Think of it as navigating a constantly shifting landscape.
I see.
You need to be flexible, ready to adjust your course,
Yeah.
stay ahead of the curve.
So it's not just about keeping up with the latest trends.
No.
It's about being comfortable with constant change
Yeah.
and embracing it
Yes.
as part of this journey.
As part of the cloud journey.
Right.
Yeah.
And finally, we come to a skill that's essential not just in cloud computing, but in life in general.
Right.
Resilience,
Oh, yeah.
I imagine, in the cloud world. With its complexities and occasional hiccups, resilience is especially important.
Absolutely. Things don't always go smoothly.
Right.
You might encounter unexpected outages, failed deployments, security incidents.
Okay.
Resilience is about bouncing back from those setbacks,
Yeah.
learning from them, using those experiences to become an even stronger professional.
So having the grit to persevere through challenges and come out on the other side even stronger?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about embracing those learning moments and using them to fuel your growth.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, we have.
We've outlined the key problem-solving skills that can truly elevate your cloud computing game.
It's true.
But how do these skills actually play out in real-world scenarios?
That's the real question.
That's what we'll explore in the next part of our deep dive.
We'll take these skills from the theoretical to the practical,
Okay.
showing you how they're applied in those everyday challenges that cloud professionals face.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned.
All right, we'll be back. Welcome back.
All right, so...
We've laid out the essential problem-solving skills that can make you a cloud computing rock star.
Right.
But now let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah, let's do it.
How do you actually sharpen these skills and put them to work in the real world?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to understand how important these skills are.
Yeah.
It's another to actually apply them.
Right.
The Cloud Institute article offers some practical advice, emphasizing a structured approach to problem solving.
So not just winging it when something goes wrong.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Having a framework to guide you can make a huge difference.
All right.
One approach they highlight is the DMAIC methodology.
DMAIC.
Define, measure, analyze, improve, control.
Okay, break that down for me.
I see.
It sounds a bit like something you'd see on a business school whiteboard.
It might sound formal, but it's actually very intuitive.
Okay.
So first, you define the problem.
Okay.
Clearly. Like, what are the specific symptoms?
Okay.
What's the impact?
So avoid those knee-jerk reactions.
Exactly.
Right.
Make sure you're tackling the right problem.
Yeah.
Then you measure the problem.
Okay.
Gather the data you need to understand the scope and the impact. How often is this happening?
Great.
How severe are the consequences?
So data over drama.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Then comes the analyze phase, where you dig into the data to figure out the root cause.
Like a detective searching for clues.
Precisely.
Right.
Once you've identified that root cause, you move on to improve.
Okay.
Where you develop and implement the solutions.
So you've got the diagnosis. Now it's time for the treatment plan.
Exactly.
Like that.
And finally, you control the solution
Great.
to make sure the problem doesn't come back.
So make sure the fix sticks.
Yes.
Prevent those future headaches.
Prevent those headaches.
Okay.
And remember, DMAIC is just one framework.
Right.
There are others out there,
Yeah.
like the 5 Whys technique or the fishbone diagram.
Okay.
The key is to find an approach that works for you.
It's like having different tools in your toolbox.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use a hammer for every job.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, in addition to those frameworks, The article also highlights leveraging technology to enhance problem solving in the cloud.
So using the cloud's own power to solve cloud problems.
It's very powerful.
Seems meta, but I like it.
Cloud providers offer a wealth of tools for monitoring, logging, diagnostics. That can give you incredible insights into your systems.
So you can track performance metrics, spot anomalies, get to the root of issues much faster.
And don't forget about automation.
Oh, yeah.
You can automate many of those repetitive tasks.
Let the machines do the heavy lifting.
All right.
So you can focus on the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now, while all this technical wizardry is important, let's not forget the human side of problem solving.
Right.
The Cloud Institute article really stresses collaboration.
We touched on this earlier.
We did.
But it's worth diving a little deeper.
I agree.
Cloud projects are rarely solo missions.
Absolutely.
Right.
You need to be able to communicate effectively with your team, share ideas, brainstorm solutions, work together to overcome obstacles.
So it's not just about being a brilliant mind in isolation.
No.
It's about being part of a collective brain trust.
Exactly. One technique they highlight is active listening.
Active listening.
It's not just about hearing what others say, but really understanding their perspective.
I see.
Asking clarifying questions.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing to make sure you're all on the same page.
So creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts.
Yes.
Even if they challenge the status quo.
Exactly.
Right.
And when disagreements arise, it's about approaching those conflicts constructively. Focusing on solutions that benefit the whole team.
So it's not about winning or losing an argument.
It's not.
It's about finding the best path forward.
Together, and remember, problem solving is rarely linear. You might hit some dead ends. You might need to adjust your approach, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Be willing to experiment, learn from mistakes, and iterate until you find the right solution.
So embrace the detours and those unexpected turns.
Yeah.
Knowing they're all part of the journey.
Part of the journey.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
There are so many amazing online communities and forums where you can connect with other professionals, share challenges, and tap into a wealth of collective knowledge.
It's a reminder that you don't have to have all the answers yourself.
No.
Right?
Sometimes the best solutions come from bouncing ideas off others.
It's true.
You know, it's fascinating how the principles of problem solving in the cloud mirror problem solving in life.
Yeah, it's all about identifying those challenges.
Yeah.
Gathering the information, analyzing options, and making informed decisions.
It's a continuous cycle of learning, adapting, improving.
Absolutely.
So as you go deeper into cloud computing, remember that these skills are not just technical.
Right.
They're life skills that can benefit you in countless ways.
Yeah, they're transferable skills that can help you navigate any challenge.
Any challenge.
Whether you're troubleshooting a cloud infrastructure or trying to figure out how to assemble that new piece of furniture.
It's all about approaching problems with a clear head, a curious mind, and a willingness to collaborate and learn.
And as you master these skills in the cloud, you'll find that they empower you in all aspects of your life.
That's so true.
And that's a great segue to the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We've focused on the individual skills, how they're applied in real-world scenarios. But now let's shift our focus to the organizational level.
The bigger picture.
How can organizations cultivate a culture of problem-solving?
It's a crucial question.
Within their cloud teams.
Yeah, how can they empower their employees?
Right.
To become more effective problem solvers?
That's what we'll explore in our next segment.
Stay with us.
We're back for the final part of our deep dive into problem solving for cloud computing.
Okay.
So we've talked about individual skills, but now I kind of want to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. How can organizations create an environment where these skills can truly flourish?
Well, it's a crucial shift in perspective.
Okay.
You can have a team full of really talented people.
Right.
But if that organizational culture doesn't support a problem-solving mindset, you're not going to reach your full potential.
So it's about creating the right soil for those problem-solving seeds to grow.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
Yeah, it's about fostering a culture where people feel empowered to identify problems, ask questions, and challenge assumptions.
So no more sweeping issues under the rug or pretending everything's perfect.
Exactly. Problems are inevitable.
Right.
Especially in a fast-paced field like cloud computing. The key is to view those problems not as failures, but as opportunities for learning and growth.
Okay, so How do you actually cultivate that kind of openness and encourage people to kind of embrace those challenges?
It starts at the top.
Yeah.
Leaders need to set the tone. By modeling the behavior that they want to see, they need to be open to feedback, willing to admit when they don't have all the answers, and encourage experimentation.
So leading by example. Showing that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them.
Absolutely. And it's about celebrating those who take initiative to solve problems, even if their first attempts aren't perfect. It's about rewarding effort and innovation.
I see.
Not just flawless execution.
So creating that safe space where people feel comfortable taking risks, pushing those boundaries.
Exactly. Another crucial element is fostering collaboration and knowledge sharing. This could involve regular brainstorming sessions, cross-team training, or even just creating opportunities for informal discussions.
So breaking down those silos and encouraging people to learn from each other's experiences.
Think of it as building a collective brain trust. Where everyone's expertise contributes to finding those solutions.
Now let's be realistic. Building this kind of culture isn't going to happen overnight.
It takes time. And a commitment from everybody.
That's a journey, not a destination.
Exactly. But the payoff is huge. When you empower your team to become effective problem solvers, you create a more resilient, adaptable, and innovative organization.
You unlock a level of performance and satisfaction that you just wouldn't get otherwise.
Exactly. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive. Let's recap some key takeaways. We started by exploring those essential problem-solving skills that are so crucial in cloud computing. Critical thinking, analytical skills, creative thinking, technical proficiency, collaboration, adaptability, and resilience.
And we looked at how you can apply those skills in real-world scenarios, from managing those complex cloud migrations to optimizing performance and responding to security incidents.
Absolutely.
And then finally, we shifted our focus up to that organizational level, exploring how to actually cultivate that culture of problem solving.
It's important.
That empowers teams to embrace challenges and find innovative solutions.
We covered a lot.
Yeah, we really did.
Hopefully we've given you some insights and inspiration to tackle those cloud computing challenges with confidence and a problem-solving mindset.
Remember, the ability to solve problems effectively is a superpower.
It really is.
Not just in the cloud, but in life in general.
So true.
So as you face new challenges, embrace them with curiosity, creativity, and that collaborative spirit.
Never stop learning, growing, and honing those problem-solving skills.
They'll take you further than you ever imagined.
They will.
That's it for this deep dive. We hope you enjoyed it and are ready to take your cloud computing skills to the next level.